Chanting, "Banks got bailed out, we got sold out," a peaceful crowd calling themselves the 99% marched through the Los Angeles Financial District on October 15th. They trooped through the towers of power, protesting income inequality, the obscene wealth of the richest 1%, acquired on the backs and savings accounts of decent, hard-working people who used to be members of the middle class, a class that is rapidly disappearing. Meanwhile, on Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills, a few miles and a world away from the protest march, the limos, the luxury SUVs, and the Hey Envy Me Bentleys continued to cruise past the luxurious Beverly Wilshire, known to many in the 99% as the Pretty Woman Hotel. This is where the 1%ers go to buy six-figure jewelry that costs more than the value of most Americans' homes, if they still have a home. Back at the march, the mostly young protesters looked a lot like average America. The goal for most of them is to reclaim our democracy from what has become a plutocracy, government by the rich, of the rich, and for the rich.
I mean, I'm afraid to even open my mouth at work for fear of getting fired. You know, I'm afraid to ask for a raise. I'm afraid to ask for benefits. I mean, and I make nothing. You know, and I'm educated, you know, and I have a work history, but it took me a year and a half to find a job. I'm holding on to it with everything I have because there's nothing. There are no jobs. And I live in the burbs. I live in the suburbs, and it's gone. There's nothing. There's no money, you know. I'm not going to buy a house. I'm not going to own a car. I have nothing in my savings account. If I blow a tire, I'm screwed. You know, I can barely afford lunch. You know, and it's unfortunate. And I know it's the same old story, but on an individual level, that's the bigger picture. People are hungry. People don't have anything. We can't buy anything. We can't sell anything. It's ridiculous.
On Rodeo Drive, life's not like that. If you look past the tourists, the customers are among the 1% who control 40% of the nation's wealth. This is where billionaires buy the things that let the world know they are billionaires. In 1982, there were 13 billionaires in the United States when Forbes magazine began keeping score. Today, there are 397 billionaires in America with a combined net worth of $1.5 trillion. Back at the Occupy LA march, there was no violence, no sign of anarchy. There were middle-aged Americans who were obviously middle Americans. The crowd was mostly young, most of them the sons and daughters of the 99%. They wondered how they're going to repay crushing student loans when there are no jobs.
We need free education, not greedy corporations.
I am not here to end capitalism. I am not here to change our system. I'm here to put it back on the right track. I am here to help bring America back to the people and what it should be. A true capitalist country, a true free market, and a true democracy.
The Occupy protest movement has spread worldwide. It can be found in most cities across America. It can be found in Europe, Africa, South America, and Asia. There's a growing sense, too, that the relentless media campaign by the wealthy class to keep people divided, keep them fighting each other, may be failing.
Honestly, the Tea Party and our party are kind of upset about the same things. I think that, you know, the politicians and the media would like to keep us very much opposed, you know, so that we don't combine together. But they're really upset about the same things we are. They're upset about the Fed. They're upset about the banks. They're upset about our jobs going to other countries. We're all upset about the same thing, and we really need to realize that and try to come together and set aside our big differences, but not unsurmountable differences, I believe.
This isn't the first time in history that average people have fought back against the tyranny of unrestrained greed. Americans are not calling for a return of the guillotine of the French Revolution as punishment for their wealthy oppressors. Maybe that's because America would have to import guillotines, just as it imports so many manufactured goods these days. Do the 1%ers who keep Rodeo Drive in business get it? Do the ones who gave us the global economy, which has wrecked the middle class of the industrialized world, get it? Not yet. Not yet. I'm Vince Wade.
What do we want? Justice! When do we want it now?